In this video, we take you through the TransLution standard functions for SO packing. The packing functions are used when the customer would like to know what exactly has been packed into each box and print packing lists. It can also be used as a form of checking the dispatch note. Once all the items have been packed into boxes, the dispatch note is printed. The following functions are included: pack box, remove from box, cancel box, change box dimensions and mass, pack variances, view box details, and cancel check pack. We begin by selecting the TransLution app and logging in with our credentials. From the workflow menu screen, we select the SO Pack workflow. This brings up a list of all the functions available for sales order packing. Let's take a look at the pack box function. This function is used to pack stock against a dispatch note. We start by scanning the dispatch note. TransLution validates the dispatch note exists in SysPro and is in status 5. The next step is to either scan the box type, which will create a new box, or click on Add to Box, which will then ask you to scan the box barcode to add to an existing box. In this first pass, we will create a new box. Here we scan the box type. We then scan the item. TransLution validates that the item exists in SysPro, is on the dispatch note, and that there is a quantity left to pack for the stock code. TransLution checks if the stock code is lot traceable and gets the lot details. We then enter the quantity. TransLution validates that the quantity entered is numeric and greater than 0, and validates that the quantity packed does not exceed the quantity on the dispatch note for the stock code or lot. We are then looped back to the scan item step, where we click on Next Box to start a new box. The next screen asks, is this box complete? Here we click on Yes. We then enter the box mass. TransLution validates that the value entered is numeric greater than 0. We now loop back to the scan box type step to either start a new box or add to an existing box. In this pass, we will be adding to an existing box. We click on Add to Box. We scan the next box. We will now scan a lot traceable item. We enter the quantity. The dispatch note is now complete, so it doesn't ask whether the box is complete and goes straight to the Enter Box Mass step. The packing slip is also printed. Now that the dispatch note is fully packed, it is automatically updated to status 7 in SysPro, and the dispatch note is printed. Now let's take a look at the Remove from Box function. This function is used to remove an item from a box it was added on incorrectly. We select the Remove from Box function. First, we scan the box. Next, we scan the item. TransLution validates the item is in the box. We then enter the quantity. TransLution validates that the quantity entered does not exceed the quantity in the box. The next screen asks, is the box complete? Here we click on Yes and enter the box mass. The item is now removed from the box. Next, let's take a look at the Cancel Box function. This function is used to cancel an entire box. In this function, all we do is scan the box to be cancelled. The Change Box Dimensions and Mass function is used to change the dimensions and/or mass of a box in the event it was captured incorrectly. Select the Change Box Dimensions and Mass function. Scan the box. Note that all steps here are defaulted to the current values, and you can then enter the new values as required. This is a sample of the packing slip that is automatically printed once all the values have been entered. Now let's take a look at the Pack Variances grid. This is a general grid used to view variances between what is packed against a dispatch note. The lines are colored in white if the packed quantity equals 0, green if the dispatch quantity equals the packed quantity, and yellow where the packed quantity is less than the dispatch quantity. The Print Variance Report button is used to print the report as shown here. This shows the dispatch quantity, packed quantity, and variances or quantity to pack. Next, let's take a look at the View Box Details function. This is a general grid used to view boxes and print the box label and packing slip. The general grid shows all dispatch notes with boxes that were created in the last 5 days. We select the dispatch note in the header to see the box information in the details section of the grid. Lastly, let's take a look at the Cancel Check Pack function. This general grid shows all sales order dispatch notes that have not been assigned to a load and have been logged in TransLution in the last 10 days. This includes dispatch notes that have been invoiced and cancelled in SysPro in case the user would like to cancel the order in TransLution as well. The Cancel Dispatch Note button here is used to cancel an entire dispatch note and return stock to a staging bin in the warehouse.